on Fake UTV.
That's got to go down
by Sanjay Dutt.
That's got to go down with Adam Flash's Iron Man title win last year. There are a lot of bookies right now in Las Vegas closing up shop because they're not going to be able to pay the bills. Nobody had their money on Sanjay Dutt, and those that did are rich.
I did, Eric.
Acid, you're down.
And what a match that's going to be. Trent Acid, Sanjay Dutt for the CZW Big Japan Junior Heavyweight title.
I think he's going to get in there and dance with the Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Anything can happen here in CZW.
What an upset, John. We have seen upsets before at the Cage of Death. How about Justice Payne winning the World Heavyweight Championship at Cage of Death 2? Adam Flash winning the Iron Man title at Cage of Death 3. And this one has to go down with the best of them. What's he doing?
There you go.
He's doing the bone duster. He's doing his pre-match dance before his title shot.
That's the big craze, Eric, the bone duster. Everybody does the bone duster.
What do you think Trent Acid is thinking watching this matchup right now? All right, that's enough. We only have an hour. I'll tell you, M-Dog 20 may be able to fly around here better than anybody else, but he sure can't dance, John. That white boy has no rhythm. Hey, somebody better tell that girl in the white to keep her thumb. Tell you what, if I didn't know it, wait a minute, it was a setup. It was a setup. For the kids, for the kids. M-Dog 20, M-Dog 20.
Ruckus now beating on Sanjay Dutt. He's running.
Hey, this is Johnny Cougar, and I'm at Cage of Death 3, and I'm here with Sick Nick Mondo, who is involved in a triple threat tonight against Softcore Nick Burke and Adam Flash. Now, I never really understood the meaning of the Iron Man title in CZW. What does that mean in your company?
Our Iron Man title, it's not like a title that you have to wrestle an hour-long match to win. It's basically our hardcore title, or our toughest wrestler title, which is why it's such a disgrace that right now Nick Burke has it. He runs the Softcore Connection, and they beat me by jumping me, about 3 of them last show, cheating. So tonight's my chance to get it back here at the ECW Arena.
Okay, now this match tonight, there's going to be a lot of risk involved, and what's the most hurt you've ever been in your career in any match? What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you in a match?
I don't know if I could say worst thing. So far I've had 5 concussions. I've had my jaw dislocated twice. I broke this wrist 3 times. I have a piece of my elbow right here, you can see. That was broken off actually in a ladder match I did with Super Crazy back in March. So
Super Crazy from ECW.
Yeah, from ECW. So I've had a lot of injuries. I couldn't say exactly what my worst one is.
Now a lot of people at home are asking, you know, they know you as a versatile wrestler, somebody who knows how to wrestle, go hardcore. Why do you choose to put your body on the line night after night? I mean, you don't have to do this.
Well, when I was a wrestling fan, this is basically what I admired, what I wanted to see. So when I go out there, I basically do, you know, if I were a fan, what I'd want to see. And, you know, I like flying, I like stiff wrestling, and I like bleeding. I like sick bumps, and, you know, that's basically me. That's my whole character.
Right. Who would you consider your wrestling idol growing up?
Either Sabu or Hayabusa, which it's such a shame what happened to Hayabusa right now.
About the paralyzation.
But it was those two. Those 2 guys I really looked up to.
And if you could have a dream match, it would probably be against one of those guys, right?
Yeah. It was my dream match was Hayabusa and Exploding Barbed Wire match, which unfortunately doesn't look like it's ever going to happen because he just broke his neck a couple months ago and he's paralyzed now. So.
All right, well, this is Sick Nick Mondo, and I'm Johnny Cougar, and you're at the Cage of Death 3 in Philadelphia, and we'll be right back at you. It's all about the wrestling, baby.
You are now the #1 contender to Trent S.A.T.s, Big Japan, and CZW Junior Heavyweight. Are you saying what I'm saying?
No, I'm not doing that. I was going over in my head about how I'm gonna kill Trent S.A.T.s. Let me tell you something, Trent. You just saw what I did to M. Dizzy Dog 20 and Rockus in that ring. Well, that's nothing compared to what's gonna happen. Trent S.A.T.s, because you and I, the CZW Big Japan Junior Heavyweight title is on the line. And you know what? A new year has dawned upon us, 2003, and a new Junior Heavyweight champion will crown in Sanjay Dutt. So Trent S.A.T.s, you better watch your Bizak, because Sanjay Dutt is coming for Yuzu. You better give him the message, or you better make sure he tunes in to WGTW 48 in Philadelphia and catches this, because I am gonna take it down come January.
Blood, pride, survive. You're forsaken, your bones are breaking, yeah. Like the Nazi, like the tribes, they come to battle on this night. The ring, the feel the war.
G-Man, this is going to be a showcase of the high-flying talent that Combat Zone Wrestling has to offer. Just a taste. Those three guys in there right now, they are the Spanish announce team. That is Red, that is Joel Maximo, and Jose Maximo. And tonight, what a challenge they have on their hands. Brian XL, Quiet Storm, and Chris Devine making their debut here in the zone. And of course, as of late here in the Combat Zone, the wars between the Briscoe brothers and the S.A.T.s becoming legendary around this sport.
What do you know about this other tag team, Eric? We all know about the Spanish announce team. We know what the S.A.T. can do.
Well, I know a lot about them. They all come out of New York. They all have an athletic background. Let's talk about the guys in the ring. Red has a jiu-jitsu and basketball background. He's kind of like Muggsy Bogues in there. And the first guy you see coming down the aisle, Chris Devine, a 3-year veteran, standout football athlete, a defensive back at Chris the King Catholic School. He's a Catholic schoolboy, G-Man. Of course, Quiet Storm comes all the way from Vancouver, British Columbia, 2.5 years in the sport. He likes to use what he calls the Storm Cradle Driver, or the SCD. And Brian XL comes from Brooklyn, New York, a standout wide receiver in high school, and he likes to use the Springboard 450.
Did you say he's a Catholic boy, Eric?
I sure did.
What's he doing here in CZW then?
Well, speaking of which, Joe L. Maximo, let's talk a little bit about him. He, a former running back in high school at Grover Cleveland High School in Brooklyn, New York, a running back and wide receiver. He boxed amateur for 3 years, has a record of 34-0, 33 by knockout, and retired to advance in professional wrestling. But his brother, who's starting out first, Jose Maximo, also with a boxing background, amateur background, 2 years of boxing for him, has a baseball background as well, a second baseman at Grover Cleveland High School in Brooklyn, New York.
Here we go, Eric. It starts out already. Big reversal there.
Chris Devine from behind, and these fans here know what to expect from these 6 in the ring. Tonight, the debut of Divine, Storm, and XL, and what a way to debut.
Divine's getting into with Jose Maximo.
And Chris Devine, an obvious sign of disrespect to Jose Maximo. The Spanish announce team debuted Joe Allen Red only against the Briscoe brothers here in this very building only a few months ago. That match, their debut match, it ended with the Briscoes winning, but the crowd here, the hardest crowd in wrestling to please, gave them all a standing ovation. Every time out, G-Man, the fans have given the Spanish announce team a standing ovation.
No one will ever forget that match, Eric. It was a classic.
Big Hurricanrana by Jose. Chris Devine holds onto the arm, shooting Jose into the ropes. Total World, an arm drag by Jose. And wow, arm drag.
You see how he's just whipping him over with those arm drags, Eric?
And another one of Chris Devine rolls through. Arriba. It's like the luchador matchup in there.
You want to talk about earning respect? The S.A.T.s did it. And now Divine, Storm, and Brian XL must do it. The fans here in CZW aren't very accepting.
Quiet Storm hits the ropes. Look at the quickness of this kid from Vancouver, British Columbia. Takes him over with the arm. Kick out of the legs. Jose rolls through. Quiet Storm shoots him off. A big head scissor there. Total World head scissor by Joe L. Maximo. And how about the agility there of Quiet Storm? Normally Red the smallest in these 6-man tag matches, but tonight, Quiet Storm will rival that one on size. Look at the quickness of these guys.
What about the speed of Joe Al Maximo for a man his size, Eric?
These kids are going 100 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone. The last time we saw all 3 members of the Spanish announce team together, it was against the Briscoe brothers and Rick Blade, and that match is now legendary in CZW history.
Oh, here we go, Eric.
And it's on. Brian XL in there with Red. The fans here at CZW absolutely love Red. Red springs the ropes. Red quick as a cat. May have found his matchup with this one. Shoots legs out from under him. Whoa! On his feet once again, a big reverse.
Look at the speed of these two, Eric.
Red, the only member of the Spanish announce team to advance to the 2nd round in our Best of the Best tournament. In a losing effort, but what a heart he showed against Winger. And Red holds on again to that Total World head scissor.
Like a cat, Brian XL just perches right to his feet.
Brian XL hits the ropes once again. Red quick as a cat with the nip up. And a big drop kick. Both men in a miss.
Looks like Brian XL and Red have the same style.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, G-Man? This is CZW. This is what we have to show you. The threat is very real here in the zone. Red with a big clothesline. Takes down Brian XL. Looks like he may have slowed down the pace.
Notice how Red took him right over to his corner.
All 6 individuals.
Smart move.
All 6 individuals with excellent cardiovascular conditioning. This match can go an hour. Joel, quick tag out to Red. Takedown. The drop toe hold takedown. Double team maneuver. They got him with the surfboard now.
Wait a minute.
Jose
What's this, Eric? What are they doing?
They're gonna break this kid in half. And Red with a double stomp.
Oh!
And a dragon sleeper by Joel. Jose springs off into a splash.
Talking about paying the price. Brian XL just paid the price to the S.A.T.
And with a pace like this Brian XL is not going to last too long. Jose Maximo spins around and drops him to a vertical suplex. Jose and Joel Maximo, brothers, trained together, obviously grew up together.
Big mistake by the S.A.T. They let him make the tag.
Big Huda Colada off the top rope by Quiet Storm, G-Man. And how about the intensity of Quiet Storm?
He knows he has to get in there and change up the... Whoa! Big Mafia kick by Red.
A Yakuza kick. Not enough to finish off Quiet Storm. This Quiet Storm has a lot of heart.
Quiet Storm came in with a lot of intensity. He knew he had to change up the tide of the match.
And look at these three, just taking turns, elbow dropping this kid. They're gonna crush his sternum.
All that intensity is gone right now, Eric. The S.A.T. have to keep him on their half of the ring right now and work him over.
And of course, the pride of Brooklyn right now in the ring in the Spanish announce team. Picks him up, I thought he was gonna go for a side slam.
Ow!
Drives him down into the canvas like a sidewalk slam into a Boston Crab. Oh ho ho! Arabian leg drop. And this Quiet Storm is taking all kinds of punishment.
Look, right into a pinning predicament.
And Brian Logan needs about 2 more of himself out there to keep this one under control.
You want to talk about double team moves and triple team moves, Eric? I have never seen in my whole 20-year career a team double and triple team as well as the S.A.T.
Big knee into the back of Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm yet to tag out, has been in there for quite a while and has taken a lot of punishment, maybe ripe for the kill. Sends right out. Joel and Jose, and again Quiet Storm with the reversal. This Quiet Storm is a house of fire in here. Up to the rope bust.
Oh! He speared him! He speared him, Eric! That's it! Makes it cover!
Brian XL breaks it up.
I don't know if he did his partner a favor there. For all the punishment he's taking.
Who knows at this point? Joel Maximo goes up top. A swanton and a miss. Chris Devine up top. And a version of the frog splash, which also misses.
Did you see him bounce off the mat after missing that frog splash?
Did you see him throw his bandana out? A 450 and a miss. Brian XL up top. Looked like he was going to try and...
Brian XL's like a cat. He always lands on his feet.
And Red with the corkscrew. It looks like he may have blown his knee out with that one.
Red one for the finisher. He went for it.
Quiet Storm with a diving headbutt. We will be right back with the conclusion of this match after these commercial messages.
Blood, for pride, survive. You're forsaken, your bones are breaking, yeah. Like the Nazi, like the tribes, they come to battle on this night. The ring, the field.
This match, they're all winded, they're all beaten, they've all taken a beating, Eric.
You need an air traffic controller out here at this point. Quiet Storm with a German into a bridge.
I'm impressed with these newcomers. They're taking it to the S.A.T.
Absolutely. Suplex there into a pinning predicament. Not enough for Jose Maximo. Chris Devine has tugged him. I think he was going to go for a double chicken wing. Go behind once again, and he does nail that double chicken wing after all. Practically broke his neck with that one. Red shoots him into the ropes.
A big mismatch in power right here.
Red with a dragon suplex into a bridge. Again, another neck broken.
Ow!
Northern Northern Light suplex there by Brian XL.
I never thought I would see someone that could match speed with Red, but Brian XL most certainly does match speed with Red.
Follow-away slam into a bridge by Joe El Maximo. Chris Devine right now setting up Joel for something here. They're right in front of us, Hitman.
A suicide dive to the outside.
And what a tope it was for Chris Devine. Chris Devine with a beautiful tope. Maybe enough to end it. And Jose springs up top. And now Quiet Storm is coming our way. Quiet Storm spins around and took out his own partner, Chris Devine, in the process there. Joel Maximo slow to get up. And look at Red in the ring, positioning that chair. Whoa! Plancha to an Aussie moonsault. This Brian XL is very impressive.
Watch out for Red.
Wow! Red springs on top with a swanton splash.
Did you see the elevation on that?
Are you kidding me, Red? Is there anybody better, G-Man? And Quiet Storm looked like he was going up for the sky high, but sits out, thought he was going to go with that layout power bomb.
Ow! Ow!
And sits out.
Oh my God! Eric, I think he broke the neck of Red.
And Red is in a lot of trouble right now. Thought he was going to go for the backdrop driver. Quiet Storm sits through. Has him up with a double underhook. And sits out with the face buster. Brian XL in there right now with a big roundhouse kick. Springboard into a tornado DDT.
Eric, I've never seen a spinning DDT from the center of the ring before.
I haven't seen a lot of this. Brian XL with the 450, the springboard 450. He's finished off many opponents with that move. He likes to use that as his finishing maneuver.
If it wasn't for Jose Maximo, this match would have been history.
And of course, that is the Skella Driver. A Skella Driver by Jose Maximo, not enough, as Chris Devine gets in there to break up the action.
Look at Chris Devine slugging away on Jose Maximo.
Chris Devine, maybe the most powerful of the six in here. And Chris Devine right now slows the action down in his favor for his team. And a roundhouse kick, and that'll give Chris Devine a shot.
All six of these guys' their necks have taken so much punishment in this match.
The Samoan drop there by Red. I don't think I've ever seen a Samoan drop like that before. Quiet Storm shoots him in.
Big boot to the face.
Joel Maximo with the reverse. Quiet Storm with the handspring elbow. Into the bulldog, he shoots him off. Goes for a clothesline, maybe a dragon suplex, maybe another, a German suplex. Dropped him right on his head. We got a couple neck braces in the back ready for these guys.
What? This does not look good.
And of course, here at CZW, we are proud of our junior division as Red hits the Red Star Press. CZW.
It's over, Eric.
We feel we have the #1 junior division in this sport today. Is there anything better than this? And Chris Devine tries to finish that one off for his team.
They should have went for the cover, Eric, when they had the opportunity.
Chris Devine, a Quiet Storm, have Red up there.